back to the channel. Today we are going to be discussing AWS Resource Explorer. Resource Explorer gives you the ability to find relevant resources across AWS using text keywords and other metadata. It also gives you the ability to quickly navigate to resources and act on them in appropriate service console. It also gives you the ability to save time while finding and acting on resources without building a custom search infrastructure. Let's take a look at how it works. So, as you can see, I'm already logged into my console here. So, basically, this is just telling you what Resource Explorer does here, how it works. It's got a cool little diagram. But at this point, it's not enabled on my account yet. So I want to go to turn on Resource Explorer. Turn on Resource Explorer. So we basically have two different options here. We have a quick setup option and what they call the advanced setup. So the advanced setup provides more granular control for customers with more advanced governance requirements. And the quick setup is just for you to get something quick up and running. So the first piece of information that we need to know here is what region that we want to set this up in initially. So you can see here it tells us that choose the AWS region to contain the aggregated index for all regions in this AWS account. You can move the aggregated index later by deleting and recreating it in a different region. So for my particular account, I currently only have resources set up in the Virginia region, which I believe that's US East 1. So I'm going to go ahead and select this guy. So US East 1, North Virginia. And then the next step is the service access. It's telling you when you turn on Resource Explorer, you can grant service permission to use data sources on your behalf. And then this is probably one of the most important things here is the cost of the service. So as of the recording of this video, Resource Explorer is free on your account. I haven't read anything that says that will be changing in the future, but you know how these companies get some of their service offerings. So I would say take advantage of it as you can now, as it's still free. So we're going to hit turn on Resource Explorer. And then basically what it's doing now is creating our indexes. It fails to complete one or more of the configuration changes. I think that was from the previous tip. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so basically what it's telling me now is that all of these resources already exist. All of these indexes already exist. So now I can just go ahead and proceed to my resource search. And basically this is all of the resources that I have in my account. So total of 56 different resources. So it gives you the identifier, the resource type, the region, and then the AWS account that it's associated with. So this is actually pretty cool. I don't have to spend a lot of time looking for things in AWS. I'm sure you all know that if you have tons of resources spread across your account, and this is my personal test account that I use to try stuff out on AWS. It can be very cumbersome to find some of these things. So this is pretty cool. It's all in one place. It's got some pagination going on here. So, it just shows my security groups and things of that nature. So if we go, let's explore a little bit more. So this is showing me that I have one view, which is the default view that gets set up. Let's see. Can we create a new? Let's create a new view. All right, and let's say let's do YouTube test. Okay, so I'm gonna keep my region because that's where I have most of my stuff at. And let's see, I can either do include all resources, or I can do include only resources that match a specified filter. I'm gonna select the latter, and I want to do let's do EC. So filters. Okay. So enter a enter a one or more filter strings to control which resources appear in the search results returned by this view. Okay. So I want to do service. Let's do this. Like service. And I want to do. I want to do service. Okay, so we have service EC2, and I'm going to go ahead and change this name up here to EC2 view. And then any additional resource attributes, got tag selected, create view. So name is not valid. The value must contain all letters, numbers, characters. So create view. And we left off on the naming of the view. So use alphanumeric and so name is not valid. The value must contain only letters, numbers, and hyphens. So I'm going to do EC2 hyphen VW for view. Let's hit create view. All right. And now we have our EC2 view. And then let's take a look at that. So now we can select our view here, and these are our EC2 resource types. So we got, okay. So it's anything under EC2. It's not just pretty cool. It's not just the instance itself. So I want to take this one step further, and I want to just do yeah. Edit. Service. Okay. There we go. Alright, so need to do, if I want to get it down to the actual instance itself, I can do this. Resource type, EC2 instance. And that's going to give us all of our EC2 instances in this particular query. So that, and let's go back to resource search, and let's choose view again, so use 21, and there we are. So now I have 3 EC2 instances across all regions, which is pretty accurate. Let's go back here. And then back to 1, 2, so you get the idea. So basically, this comes in real helpful when you have a fully populated environment or infrastructure in AWS. You just come in here and kind of set those things up as needed. So let's say, for instance, for whatever reason, we no longer need to use